What's up, guys? This is Quantae, and welcome to Let's Mess Around on Super Mario Bros. X. And this time, we will be going through, my game, Quantae World. And I guess I'll just do this one, and we'll go to the start. And this is pretty much where you start off, the Mr. Saturns are here and everything. And I tried to make a story that was sort of based off of The World Ends With You. It's sort of like Mario got a game over, and now he's trapped in these Mr. Saturn games, and then he has to go sort of like complete all these levels and stuff that get back to the real world, the RG perhaps. But let's go to Peaceful Hill. And this is just the Toad saying, he's never gonna make it back simply because he's just not the adventurous type. But this was actually really exciting for me. Like, when I first found out about Mario Bros. X, like, when I downloaded it, I wasn't really expecting it to have a level editor. I just thought it would be like a really fun game that had all this cool stuff in it. Because I had seen a Let's Play of it by Rewrite to Pray, because I know they did like a co-op playthrough of it, and it was actually really good. But I didn't know it had a level editor at all, and when I found out that level editor was really easy to use, and you could do all this cool stuff with it, I took advantage of it immediately, and I think I've used the level editor more than I played the real game. Well, that actually is pretty true. I toy around with the level editor quite a bit, simply just because it's really fun. But I've always wanted to do stuff like this, like, just create your own levels and let other people play them and then sort of get feedback for it, because it's just, I don't know, like, I've always been into video game design. That's just been one of the things that I've been interested in, and for me to be able to create my own levels and stuff and let other people play them is really actually, really cool. Although I still say I have a long way to go when it comes to level design and learning how to use this, like, level editor to my advantage to do everything that I want to do and literally make it my own. I mean, it's still pretty basic and everything. I mean, I like it, and I like the feel of, creating your own level and then being satisfied with the end product and having someone praise you for it and stuff. It's just a good feeling, I guess. But yeah, I've wanted to do this sort of thing for a long time, and I wasn't able to do it with Lunar Magic, actually, because when I first found out about Lunar Magic, that was another thing I was really excited about. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get to create my own levels, and this is gonna be really cool. And then, for some reason, like, a lot of people say Lunar Magic is really easy to use, but I kinda disagree with that. Like, I just could not figure out how to get Lunar Magic to work. And a lot of the tutorials, like, that I looked up for Lunar Magic just didn't work. And so, I don't really know. I just couldn't get it to work for a while, and it was kinda disappointing. And all I really did was play hacks. But I mean, this was a lot better than Lunar Magic, if I say so myself. Yeah. I mean, I know a lot can be done with Lunar Magic now, but this is just a lot easier to use, and I really like it. It's really, Super Mario Bros. X is really good, The engine is all swell. It plays sort of like, Mario Brothers 3, I guess you could say. Sort of because, like, the mushrooms go in a different direction and stuff like that. I mean, it feels like a Mario game, despite it being a fan game and stuff, which is why I like it, because most fan games are just flat out terrible. Like, I'm not really a giant fan of playing fan games. I mean, some are good. Like, I like Psycho Waluigi and this game and a couple of other ones, but some fan games just don't feel right. But I think this one pretty much got it down pat, and especially since it has a level editor, I don't know, I like it a whole lot. It's really cool. But, oh wow, I've pretty much been going through this talking about how I love level design. I haven't really been talking about the levels too much, but most of it is pretty much, like, self-explanatory, if you will. Like, everything's pretty much simple. Why do I keep saying pretty much again? That's sort of a pet peeve of mine, because I say that a lot in LPs. I need to stop saying it. Ooh, another level that I could explain a little bit in. But I just put this Mr. Saturn here, and it's basically saying that red dot levels have a hidden star in them somewhere. And so, I was gonna try secret exits, but for some reason, I just didn't want to do them. Like, I just wanted everything to sort of be straightforward and, I mean, straightforwardness isn't bad, but yet having secret exits isn't bad either, because it shows your creativity and stuff. But for some reason, I just didn't put secret exits for some reason. And oh, this is gonna be bad. Why did I put that chasing Paragoomba? But this level's secret star really is easy to find. If you're like one of those people that goes and checks every pipe, this is pretty much going to be really easy to find. Because I just put it there. I couldn't really think of anywhere else to put it, so I just built the pipe, built another section, and then put it there. And see, it doesn't create like another path like under the go anywhere. It just goes to the next level. So if you really wanted to, you could actually go to the bridge zone after getting that star. Or just play the rest of the level just to see what the rest of it is like. I mean, there wasn't that much more of it left after that point, but I mean, you know, if you want to get the full experience of Quantae world, then, you know, you can always go back if you really feel like it, but nothing's making you do so, like, so that's pretty cool, I guess. You have the choice. You have the power. I don't know. Maybe I should go back. Like, I'm making a lot of modifications to the game anyway. Like, it's still in beta. Like, none of the stuff that I'm saying, like, none of the stuff I said before about it, like, is finalized. Like, not every level's gonna be, like, you know, all straightforward. You know, it just depends on the kind of stuff that I figure out as time passes. And, you know, if I develop any new skills over time. Because a lot of stuff, like, what I'm about to go through, oh god, I died. But through that pipe, like, is a boss battle, and I pretty much forgot, aww, dang. I gotta fix that too. Yeah, a lot of stuff isn't finalized, because you see how I died right there? Because there's like a checkpoint and then an enemy, so I gotta fix that. And then there's like a boss through that pipe that, doesn't really spawn anything when you kill him. Like, you can pretty much skip over the boss. See, the crystal's already there, so I have to go and fix that. Because I actually just figured out how to make the enemies, like, spawn a reward today. And this is one of the levels I forgot I had a mini-boss in. But let's go to the bridge zone. This is another one of my better levels, I guess you could say. I like the platforming aspect of it, like, whatever I did. It's like basically a heavy platforming level that's pretty much easier to pull off with a raccoon tail or tanuki suit. And I did put those in here. Like, I put power-ups that I thought were so fit to the level, you know, that sort of thing. And I realize I keep saying pretty much all the time, and I need to stop saying that. It's annoying me. And this is a billy gun, a beery gun. They fire an onslaught of bullet bills pretty much continuously, and I actually built the level built around that. It's actually a really cool weapon, and it hasn't been in any Mario games. It's just Mario Bros. X exclusive, and it's a really cool weapon. There's actually a lot of stuff that they put in the game that hasn't been in like any Mario games at all. Like, you can build Zelda and Metroid levels and stuff, which I plan to do in the near future, if I can just learn the ropes and stuff like that. Like, I have a lot of ideas. Like, these are just some of my early ideas. Like, World 1 is pretty much all the stuff that I built, like, when I first got the level editor. And I figured out a good portion of the things for myself, but like, that's why the level editor is so easy to use. Like, you figure out a lot of stuff on your own, but yet if you want to do more complex things, that's when you start having to look at tutorials and stuff like that. And I like what I did here. Like, if you hit that yellow Goomba, those switches are going to disappear. If you hit the green one, the switches are going to disappear. That was sort of just like a thing that I like to do, you know, just in case anyone gets to, you know, enemy killing happy and start, like, killing everything in sight, and then they're just like, oh, I died. Because that's a thing. And wow, World 1's actually pretty much, it's longer than I thought it would be. I think it's like 7 levels, which is a little bit long for a first world. But World 2 has 6 levels, believe it or not, so I don't know. This will be a good length video. That's good. And I'll take you Tanuki Suit, and then ooh, Ice Flower. Just what I did. Oh, I lost a Tanuki Suit because I made stuff shoot out. No. Well, this is the first castle. I really need to change the name. Castle 1 just doesn't sound like a good level name. just another thing. I'm pretty much gonna have to remember everything I say in this video too. I'm gonna have to use this video for reference for stuff that I'm gonna have to go back and fix. But I pretty much have an idea of what I'm gonna have to go back and fix. And I really like what I did with this level too. You know, it's not too easy, not too hard. And the sort of things I did with the donut blocks, like the red ones fall a lot faster, so that's what I blended those two together in terms of platforming. Just a little idea that I had. In the Bowser boss fight, I used the Super Mario Bros. 1 Bowser boss fight, but I couldn't, like, this looks lazy as crap, because I couldn't figure out how to make the actual bridge crumble and do the whole axe thing. So I just used the Goomba and the switch. It's pretty basic, but I mean it works just as if you're using the whole axe and switch thing. The Goomba's just the axe and the bridge is the blocks. Whatever. You know, pretty much simple. And, well, we made it to World 2. So, in the next episode of Let's Mess Around on Quantae World, we will be doing World 2. And so, I'll see you guys then.